Vinash kale viparita buddhi. This is a saying in Sanskrit, which means when the doom is inevitable, the wisdom of mind goes for a toss. This exactly summarizes Ursula von der Leyen's current state of mind. Europe is going through a tough time, but the Samaritan in Meloni has a plan to save it. Now, will Brussels accept it? It is still a big question with Ursula as the president of the European Commission. Hi and welcome to TFIGlobal, the foreign affairs and geopolitical analysis arm of the TFI media group. I'm your host, Atul Mishra. Let's begin. With Giorgia Meloni elected as the Prime Minister of Italy, the EU, especially Ursula von der Leyen of the European Commission, must be crying her eyes out. Brussels was in a huff ahead of the Italian elections and gave a blood-curdling warning to the Italians to not vote for Meloni. Consequently, the bloc went into trauma when Meloni became the first woman Prime Minister of Italy. But it seems that EU's biggest foe is making a grand visit to Brussels with a view to save it. Meloni's first international journey since entering office has taken her to the heart of the European Union. Instead of going to Hungary or another nation where another right-winger is in charge, she's going to Brussels, which her allies feel sends a crucial signal of goodwill from Rome to the EU's high command. The trip itself is the message, one insider from Meloni's Brothers of Italy party said. On Thursday, Giorgia will meet von der Leyen, and the main topics of discussion include the energy crisis, pandemic recovery preparations, and the Ukraine war. Meloni is anticipated to advocate for a unified EU response to skyrocketing energy prices, which have caused difficulties for Italian families. It is quite clear that the economic situation in Italy will dominate Meloni's meetings in Brussels, as Meloni faces a situation of economic downturn back home. According to the provisional data released by the National Statistics Institute, ISTAT, prices in Italy jumped by 11.9% in October compared to the same month a year ago, the highest in nearly 4 decades. As a result, Italy's debt-to-GDP ratio has increased enormously. One topic of contention which is expected to be discussed is Italy's pandemic recovery plan. The voice of Italy in Europe will be strong. We are ready to confront the big questions, starting with the energy crisis, working together for a solution to help families and businesses to halt speculation, as Ms. Meloni tweeted ahead of her arrival. The Commission has already stated that it is unwilling to compromise on the recovery plan, and Meloni's visit appears unlikely to change that. A Commission official commented on the conversations on Wednesday, saying, "Naturally, Ukraine will be a part of the discussions, as will the importance of carrying out that recovery plan, which Italy is already working on." Things are about to get more fascinating than ever, as now it's the EU's foe's turn to land in Brussels. Meloni is armed to the teeth to make a decision which is in everybody's favor, but an anti-Meloni head of the council won't let that happen. Von der Leyen might even scrap Meloni's plan altogether and send her back empty-handed, because thinking of people's welfare is probably the last thing that comes to EU's corrupt minds.